Da 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 da! Breaking news!
There has been a recent tragedy in Japan with a tsunami and a big storm and stuff. And so we have our new intern reporter. She's like first day on the job type thing. And we sent her over to Japan to get interviews from the people there. Kendall, it's over to you.
I'd like to know, where were you at the time of the accident?
Oh, well, I was downstairs gaming, and in my basement of my tenant house, and then I heard this, like, huge shaking sensation. I thought my game was, like, coming to life or something, and yeah, that's where I was in my rented place apartment in Japan.
So where were you at the time of the earthquake?
I was in my house in Japan. Yeah, and it just happened. I never see it coming. Never.
So how did you find out about the situation?
Well, I was heading over to Tim Hortons, to pick up some coffee, you know, and I was waiting in line, and they turned the TV on, and man, was it crazy. They had a huge freaking earthquake over there. Crazy, eh?
Mm-hmm. Is there anybody with you, or were you by yourself?
Oh, no, I was by myself. I was just alone traveling right then, and by the time the paramedics got me, I was just already half buried in the rubble, but there was my roommate, Jim.
And was he okay?
No, he passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was there anybody else with you?
No, just my rice. I sell rice. Now it's gone. I'm the only Japanese lady with no rice. This is all I have left. I have no rice. My son, he died.
How long did you have between the earthquake warning and the earthquake itself?
No time. I needed to grab my belongings and I rushed out of there. And the police, they come get me and I just grabbed these and now this is all I have. My house is gone. It's gone and my rice is gone. I need my rice. I had no money with no rice.
So how long did you have between the earthquake warning and the earthquake itself?
About the time it takes to pee.
So what was your first reaction?
I dropped my coffee. It was horrid, eh? I mean, a freaking Tim Hortons coffee, eh? It's horrid. I dropped it.
What was your first impression of the situation?
I thought it was a fat person at first. It was like the whole building was shaking. I thought like there was a giant fat ass person on upstairs, and then I was like, oh crap, it's an earthquake.
Oh.
Let's turn the news on, and I was like, oh my god, wait, I'm in Japan. This is happening to me now. It's just bloody hell.
What was your first impression of the situation?
Well, I thought it was some ancient Japanese prophecy come to life, but no, it was earthquake. And I turn on the news and I see earthquake in Japan. And I say, oh my goodness, I have to run out of here. I have to get somewhere safe. Because there's an earthquake in Japan. So I run. I run really, really fast. As fast as Bolt.
Oh, how did you react?
Well, I had to use the bathroom, so I had to take care of that first, and a bit longer than it should, but I just had to, the building came down pretty fast. I had to get out of there, and in a time like that, you think of yourself first. You look out for yourself. My roommate Jim, I'm so sorry, but he's gone. I had to dig myself out of some rubble at the time. Then the security guards were all speaking Japanese. I couldn't even understand what they were saying. It was like horrible.
Did you know anybody who was in Japan at the time?
Well, I did meet this psycho British dude in my college, eh? He was kind of crazy and a gamer, eh? When he stopped playing COD, it was horrid.
How did you react?
I react very, very, very quick. Like agile Japanese samurai soldier. I have soldier blood in my blood, so I react very, very quick. See? I could beat you up because I am Japanese and I react very quick to Japanese things.
What did you do?
I ran.
How did this affect you?
Well, I had broken my leg when at the time the emergency recruit people pulled me out of the rubble, and mentally, actually, this didn't affect me. I was in an earthquake by the time I was 6, back in Britain, and so I was sort of used to this now. It's the average run-of-the-mill earthquake.
How did you recover?
I recovered pretty good.
That's good. Didn't get any mental illnesses or anything?
Nah, man. Who has mental illnesses these days?
So around what time do you recall the earthquake happening?
At 2:46.
So were you or anyone in your family injured?
As I said, my family was in Britain, so yes, I was injured myself. My roommate, his girlfriend managed to survive, but no, my family wasn't injured. However, I had a broken thumb and leg.
Do you like Michael Jackson?
I don't know what is a Michael Jackson.
So you said you were playing a game at the time of the earthquake. What game were you playing?
I was playing Halo 4, I think that just came out too. And I was also playing Code and a whole bunch of stuff.
How did this situation affect you?
My rights! I am the only Japanese lady with no rights. I don't have any rights anymore. It is gone. The tsunami took my rights. I have nothing. No rice. Hey, rice is good for you. And I have no rice. And no family. And this is my house and I have no rice.
So, do you like Michael Jackson?
Yeah, man, he's my jam. He's like, we're tight. We were just best friends when he was alive. I was at one of his concerts and he like touched my freaking arm. Like, oh god. Oh snap. I screamed like a little girl. I was so happy that he touched my arm. Even though, like, most people like him because he's black and white, so it's like, you're cool, you know?
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
With both people. He's uniting the colors. Even though there's like yellow and pink and stuff, like Chinese and Russian people too, I think that things are just black and white. Yeah.
How did you recover?
あなたは正直なところ、その夜の店にある私はあなたが地獄に行くと私の人生から抜け出す嫌い。
I think Canada will be affected by the situation.
Well, you know, I heard in college that there's going to be some huge freaking, you know, debris from the coast, eh? It's going to be horrid, dirty, and bleh. I really don't want that to happen. Or there's going to be snapping turtles in Vancouver and shit.
Crazy. So, was there any damage done to your property or anything?
Well, what do you think? It was an earthquake. What the hell kind of questions are these? Yeah, of course. I pulled myself out of rubble and I broke my leg.
Well, how bad was it?
Well, the building looked like a pile of doo-doo. Yeah, like, my game at my PS4 is gone and my TV and my pile of doo-doo.
Were you or anyone in your family injured?
しくらの私の名前はこんにちは。はよのさぎちゃんのですくだ。
If a turtle doesn't have a shell, is it naked or homeless?
You're naked.
What happened to your rice?
My rice! It flew away in the big river next to the mountain in Japan, and it flew all the way down America. My rice is gone. I don't have any more rice.
Were you affected by any radiation?
No.
What's your favorite thing to order at Tim Hortons?
Coffee, eh?
Same. Are you affected by any of the radiation?
I don't think so.
Did you see the tidal wave?
Well, of course, the tidal wave kind of broke my leg. So I did see it. It was this huge thing. I think if there was surfers in Japan, they'd totally be like messed up. That was huge tidal wave, man. It was like gnarly. It was so big. Like, oh my gosh. It was a monster.
Crazy.
Blimey, it was a monster. It was like, bloody hell.
Wow. Do you actually live in an igloo?
Yes, of course. With my freaking polar bear named Pseudo Dead Ab, who's coming right behind you and is gonna eat your ass.
What's the meaning of life?
I think the meaning of life is the meaning of life is to the meaning of life is to partying all the way. Go to Jamaica, get your rum, and you are gaming, partying, and putting glue in people's hair.
Why were you in Japan?
I was born there. Japan is my house where I was selling my rice, and now it is gone.
So we'd like to know, what were you doing in Japan?
Well, I was an exchange student. I was like going there for this thing they like to call college, but I didn't do that. I was just looking at the country. You know, it's really small. There's a lot of short people there too. They're all short and yellow and fat, and I don't speak Japanese, so it was quite a challenge for me personally in Japan with Japanese speaking people.
So were you just playing video games the whole time? Or?
There was a lot of stuff that they call sushi, which is really gross. It's like all half-cooked, nasty fish junk. And I'd eat a lot of that. So that's what I was doing.
Did you see the tidal wave?
No.
How much do you actually know about this situation?
Well, we learned about it in college, eh? There was a 9.0 magnitude earthquake, and there was a freaking tsunami with waves like 3.8 meters high or some shit. And then there were 4 shocks of like 6.0 to 7.0 magnitude, and aftershocks of like 7.0 to 8.0 magnitude. And there was like 3 million deaths or some shit, and they freaking exploded a nuclear place. Wow. Crazy, eh?
So, if you eat yourself, will you just disappear or get really fat?
Well, I think that I'd taste really bad. I don't know. They say you are what you eat and all that McDonald's crap. I just don't think humans would taste that good. Like, have you ever tried?
No.
Oh, okay. So,
Have you?
no.
Okay. How much damage was done to your property?
A lot damage. I had to go all the way over to Korea to stay safe for the rehabilitation of Japan.
How come you can't tickle yourself, but other people can?
Wow, what kind of question is that?
What is the meaning of life?
The meaning of life is rice.
Seen any moose around lately?
Well, the other day my cousin and I went moose hunting. We got a couple. We took them down. Oh yeah, did you know moose tongue tastes real good?
I've never tried it.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, hi. Yeah, thank you, Kendall, for that interesting interview. In other news, we have a serious reporting.